Welcome back to a brand new Goal Hanger video, and today it is Derby County versus Bristol City. It's a Friday night under the lights at Pride Park Stadium now, early on in the season. And what's my thoughts ahead of this one? Well, Derby County, we've not had the best start to the season so far, have we? We lost 3-1 away to Stoke on the opening day, and in the most recent league match, we lost 5-3 last Saturday at home to Coventry City in a game where we did actually take the lead and go 3-2 up in that second half. But unfortunately, we conceded 3 goals in that second half, which meant we lost 5-3 overall. And definitely in the last match, we were defensively open and a little bit weak in that game as well. But Bristol City, they've had a pretty decent start to the season. They opened their season with a 4-1 hammering of Sheffield United away from home. And then the most recent game, they drew 0-0 to Charlton Athletic. And I think they'll be coming to Derby today expecting to take away some points from this match. Last season, when we played Bristol City, there were 2 very different games. The most recent league meeting was in the second half of last season. We lost 1-0 away at Ashton Gate. It was during that period where we were really poor away from home and generally in terms of our form. But then we played them early on in the season, last season, and beat them 3-0. And the only reason I think we got that result was because we managed to take Scott Twine out of the game and didn't let Bristol City play through him, which frustrated them. It meant that we were able to play our football. And I think we're going to have to do the same today. Derby, we're not in the best form. Defensively, we've been pretty shaky in the last couple of games. 8 goals conceded in the opening 2 league matches is not what you want at all. But that's the only way I can see us getting something from today's game is if we stop Scott Twine playing. I think he's a fantastic player, a really underrated midfielder in this division. And if we let him play, then Bristol City are going to score goals today. There is actually 4 former Derby County players in the Bristol City lineup, with their new man up front, Emil Rees-Jacobson. He actually came through our academy for a period of time. And then obviously the midfield duo of Jason Knight and Max Bird, as well as left-back Hayden Roberts, who spent a season on loan with the Rams. Now, in terms of my score prediction today, it's hard for me to be optimistic based off the last match, but I'll try to be as much as I can and go with a 2-2 draw today. I think that would be a positive first point for us. It's going to be a tough match. Bristol City, I feel like, are going to be a very good side this season and being around that top 6. So it's going to be hard for us to get a result, especially considering that with the injuries that we have. But we really need our first point at some point to come. So I'm hoping we can come away with something today. But without further ado, let's head to Pride Park Stadium.
Good ball in, Joe Ward meets the header, brilliant save by the goalkeeper, but Morris manages to put it in.
Come to the end of the video, and it has ended. Derby County 1, Bristol City 1. Derby County finally have our first point on the board in the championship season. And in terms of the game, it probably wasn't the most exciting by any means, but it's ended in a point apiece for both teams. Now, in terms of that first half, I think it was pretty even. Derby, we actually had a really good piece of play which led to a corner. It was a really nice move, switching it from side to side, and it was probably our best move of the season that we put together. And Bristol City score in that first half, and it wasn't against the run of play, but both teams were struggling really to create chances. It was a quick throw from Bristol City, and in the end, Scott Twine just found himself with loads of space in our penalty area, and he had all the time in the world to slot it into our bottom left-hand corner, and it put Bristol City 1-0 up in a half where Derby really hadn't created anything. And apart from Bristol City's goal-scoring opportunity, they hadn't really either, and it continued the same in that second half. What I would say is I think Bristol City got comfortable with that 1-0 lead, and we weren't really knocking on the door or causing any problems, so I can understand why. But it was that one lapse of concentration from them at the end which gave us the goal. It was a good ball in. Joe Ward did really well to meet it for the header, and it was a fantastic save by the Bristol City goalkeeper. But Colton Morris, he's got that striker's instinct when he's in the box, and he was able to turn it in. It went over the line. It was obvious to see. Bristol City tried to clear it off the line, but Derby, we managed to scrape an equaliser. It was a little bit lucky, the fact that Colton Morris was able to meet it first and turn the ball back into the goal. I think on another day we don't get that luck, but it's the luck we needed to get our first point on the board. It definitely wasn't an entertaining game today. I don't think either goalkeeper really had to do much today. They weren't tested at all, apart from the one goal which went in either side. So, yeah, it's ended a point. Like I said, not the most entertaining game. You could probably tell that from this video. But we'll take it and we'll go into the next one now, as we've then got Burnley in the midweek in the second round of the League Cup. And then we've got a really tough away game with Ipswich away. But if you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow my social medias down below. And I'll see you in the next one.